The Sisters Brothers stars John C. Reilly, Joaquin Phoenix, Jake Gyllenhaal, and Riz Ahmed. It's directed by Jacques Audiard, and it's set in 1850s Oregon, and it's about a gold prospector who is chased by a duo of two infamous assassins called the Sisters Brothers. Well, the Sisters Brothers is nicely shot. It's nicely lit, it has nice Western sets, but for 3/4 of the movie, I didn't understand anything that was going on, and I wasn't interested in anything that was happening. I felt incredibly distant from this film because I didn't understand anything and it was just boring. The film explains itself later on, but the problem is that you don't really see the film's important story elements. The thing is, we see these key elements of the story, but we don't really experience or feel them. The film's key narrative elements are not presented well and engaging enough to the audience for the audience to really be involved and care about what's happening. We do see that Joaquin Phoenix is a violent and uncontrollable character, but the problem is that these scenes are just not engaging enough for us to really care and to take this narrative element really in mind. It's just not that interesting to watch. This is the Sisters Brothers' main problem, and this makes the film boring, and most importantly, it made me not care about anything that was happening. The acting is good because it's got good actors. There's this sort of repetitive montage-y shot of a horse galloping in slow motion, and the only thing we actually see is a sort of shadowy circle outline of just a part of the horse, and it's galloping in slow motion to music, and that bit was cool. There are some amusing bits about how in the 1850s toothbrushes apparently only started up then, and it was amusing to see John C. Reilly buy and try out this toothbrush, and then he feels sort of, not confident using it, and he doesn't really know how, but then he sees that Jake Gyllenhaal has also bought a toothbrush, and he's using it confidently, and it's pretty funny. Same thing about when Joaquin Phoenix and John C. Reilly go into San Francisco, which was a very rich and technologically progressive city at the time, and Joaquin Phoenix first sees a flushing toilet, and that's quite funny. Also, there's a quite amusing but scary at the same time shot of a spider going into John C. Reilly's mouth, and then he swallows it probably, which was really scary and gross, but funny at the same time. At the end of the film, we do understand what the point was of this movie, but the main problem is, once again, that the film's key narrative elements were not shown engagingly enough for the audience to care about the film's story and about the film in general. So that's my review of Jacques Audiard's The Sisters Brothers. I wouldn't recommend it. I'm sorry. If you want to see a great brothers buddy film, then check out The Gravy Train. Thank you for watching, and see you next Friday.